Hello and welcome back to the channel. It's been a while, and this isn't what you probably subscribed to my channel for. Most of you know me as Towman G. If you follow us over on the Towing Life podcast, you know me there as well. But let me formally introduce myself. My name is Gavin. I'm 26 years old, living in, I don't know, middle Ontario, I guess. And I live on a 105-acre plot of land with my mother, my girlfriend, and my mother's friend from high school. Yeah, it's a little weird setup, but it's my family, so it is what it is. I wouldn't change it for anything. And we're looking to start a farm. We don't have a name for the farm yet. I pulled over on the side of the road. I'm on my way to our local-ish feed mill to take a look at chicken ordering, delivery dates, stuff like that. I got to pick up some cracked corn and some shavings as well for the chickens that we do have currently. So that's on my agenda for today. It's a beautiful day outside. It was raining like a bastard yesterday, but it's a nice day today, so we'll take it. I stopped and got myself a Timmy's, so that's nice. I get to enjoy my coffee while I make this video here for you. There's a couple of things that I need to talk about. I'm sorry that I just kind of dropped off the radar for making farming simulator content. Life, yeah. It's a small channel. Thank you for over 400 subscribers. That's insane. I didn't think I would actually hit 400 subscribers, and I hit 400 subscribers when I wasn't posting any video. Fortunately, a couple of my videos got a bit of traction. They're over a couple hundred views now on some of the series, so that's cool. I'm glad you guys enjoyed those, and I do apologize I haven't carried those on. Will I carry those on? I'm not sure. I'm not going to make any promises because I'm still a tow truck driver. And we are trying to start out our farm, and we're in spring here now, so it's only going to get busier for me. In the wintertime, I just fell out of the loop, and I didn't really want to make gameplay videos and stuff like that, so it is what it is. I do apologize for that. Bit of a channel update. The channel's called Towman G, and that's it. I've got a pretty subpar logo as well of a truck pulling a tractor. Now, I'm not sure if I can change the name of my channel. I don't know. I haven't looked into that part yet. I've been more preoccupied about starting a farm and all the processes that go in with that and the questions that I got to ask myself. And not just myself, but everyone else who's involved, the girlfriend, mom, and her friend Pat. And myself. It's going to be a career change. Eventually, I don't want to be working for someone else. So that's one of the reasons why I think, hey, maybe starting the YouTube channel back up and maybe changing directions would be able to, not right now, I don't have enough subscribers to even be monetized or the watch hours by any means. But maybe down the road, it could help subsidize some income coming into the farm, homestead, stuff like that. So there's so many different possibilities and avenues that I want to go down. For myself, making these videos, it would even be nice to be able to go back and say, okay, well, that was my mindset then. What's my mindset now? And then it's easier to track the steps that I've taken to get from now this video and future down the road. So yeah, that's where I'm sitting right now. We have been talking about the animals that we want to get. We have 105 acres where we are. Not all of it's usable right now. I did go to an auction, and when I say go to an auction, it was an online auction, but I did bid on a couple of things on the last online auction. I got a little running gear dolly trailer thing. Used to be probably like a grain wagon or like a gravity wagon or a small hay wagon, to hopefully build like a mobile hen house. And I also bought a disc. Now this disc is It's a tad big for my tractor. My tractor I did a couple of test runs as soon as I got it home because, ooh, new toy. It's not very shiny, it's pretty rusty, and it's pretty much fully depreciated in value, which is good because starting capital needs to go a lot further than just pieces of metal with some spinning discs, if you know what I mean. What I really want to do is I want to get the land that I do have available to me right now cut down. I bought a bush hog last year, so I want to cut all that down so I can actually kind of see what I'm dealing with, put a disc through it, break it up, and then maybe put a cultivator through it, break it all up and smooth it out, because I got some holes and stuff that I got to deal with. Reseed with grass seed, alfalfa, clover, all that good stuff to make good pasture ground. Because not this year, probably not next year, but we want to have chickens, pigs, and cattle, and whatever other animals down the road that we can work in that will be able to turn a profit, provide for our family, food, eggs, milk, whatever the case may be, rabbits maybe even, and really make us more self-sustainable. I want to make my soil and my land better than what it currently is and make it better for future generations. I think that is the best way to go about things. Give back more than you take is normally a pretty good rule of thumb for anything. When I showed up there, there was garbage from the previous owners. There was no house, shop, or barn. We built all that. And the soil hasn't really had any love for God knows how long. And I want to give it some love, and I want to give that land purpose. Because, to be honest, like, it's nice having the 105 acres, and we got four-wheelers, but we don't really use them too much anymore. We used to ride around on there. We used to camp up there on the weekends and before we built the house, and it was a fun getaway spot. However, now that we live there, we don't really get out on the four-wheelers the same. We don't really maintain our trails the same. And it's just, okay, the land is nice and it's beautiful being away and you don't have to worry about neighbors, but like, let's give this land purpose. There's no sense of paying taxes on all this land if we're not going to be using it, right? So I want to make my land profitable again, doing sustainable farming and agriculture to be able to sustain myself and my family off the farm, and be able to have it to pass down to future generations. Because I'm 26 years old. I do okay for myself money-wise. I could definitely work more. I've got some time off here, there, and everywhere to, strike a good work-life balance, which I think the new generation likes a little bit more than the previous generations. And there's nothing wrong with the way the previous generations do things and just get tied up in their work. But I want to spend time with my family, and I still want to make an income. Everyone wants that. And I think the farm is the best way to do it. Like, we've got land, so that's the biggest purchase right there. Now it's just time and labor and some materials, really. So why not? Why not give it a go? What's the worst thing that can happen? We try for a year or two, and yeah, obviously I want to try for a little bit longer than that. But like, I'm fairly close to a couple of decent sized towns and a city, so I'm assuming the market's got to be there. I haven't really done too much research on the market side of things. I want to make sure that it's something that I want to do. And for the first year, that's what I'm going down there now to see about flock sizes and types of animals we can order through this local feed mill. Because obviously I'd like to work with local companies before I try to order online. And I'm just not 100% sure how I feel about ordering chicks through the mail. Chicks, day old chickens, that kind of stuff. So I'm hoping that kind of gives you a little bit of a idea of what I'm trying to do. And what I'm really trying to get at here is if I can change the name of the YouTube channel from Toman G to the farm name once we come up with it, then I will. But if I can't, that means I'm going to be making a new YouTube channel, and this channel probably won't really be updated much. I'm still on the fence about leaving the videos up or taking them down. That's currently up and then just starting from a clean slate. I think that's probably the best thing to do, but I'm not 100% sure. Am I looking for your feedback? Obviously, I always like to hear from people who subscribe to the channel, and hopefully if you enjoyed my farming simulator videos, you'll also enjoy my personality and hopefully what goes on with our farm, and hopefully it's going to be successful, because I know I'm putting in a lot of effort into this and time and money so far, and I want it to be successful. And I see a lot of videos on YouTube of people who have already been started. Maybe I'm just not searching the right terms, or I think I'm more drawn to the farms that are already operational because, you know, I'm looking to start. But if I can document my starting process, and right now I've got land, a house, and a shop, and a barn that's laid out absolutely horribly. We've got, I think, 15 chickens, maybe getting 2 to 3 eggs a day because they're old, and they're my mother's, and she doesn't want to get rid of them because they're more so her pets. We also have peacocks, and we sell their feathers in our local restaurant that my mother runs. But that's about it. They don't make any money. So we don't really make any money off our property. So we're pretty well starting from not much. Now, granted, I am in a part of privilege, I guess you could say, because I already have the land. And if you want to get into something like this, if you live in an apartment, it's pretty hard. Don't get me wrong, it's still doable. There's not too many bylaws against rabbits, and you could definitely put it like a spare bedroom into growing rabbits, selling those at market. In gardening, you can do potted plants and windowsills and stuff like that. And it's definitely, if you say that you can't, that's just an excuse, because you can always do something. You can always at least try and do it. If you give it your all, at least you'll know. If it fails or it's just not for you, at least you'll know, and you won't second guess yourself down the road. And that is what I am doing now, is I want to give this the good old college try, and know if I fail, at least I can say I tried and I did something. And maybe it's just not for me. Maybe it's just not the right time, and I gotta wait further on down the road and later into my older years to give it a go again. But at least I'll know that I tried and I did something to better my life and my family's life, and to give myself a simpler life. This hustle and bustle, you can see traffic behind me. I'm pulled over on the side in a rundown building, a closed old gas station off the side of the highway. And I'm just not really liking the hustle and bustle anymore of modern day life. Driving to the city and just all the people, and it's just not really for me anymore. I like to be at home, and I like to be with my family, and I like to be able to take care of animals and stuff. And if I can do all that and make a living at it, I'm not saying I want to be a millionaire, because I don't have the land for that. And if I can make a difference in my land quality, my family's health, and my eating habits, because I'm not really the smallest person out there. If I can eat better, if I end up having kids, then a farm's a great place to raise kids, right? There's just so many positives that I can't really see too many negatives, other than I'll never be able to really take a vacation. I'll never really be able to leave for an extended period of time because my animals will need me. But I have a good support system. I got my mom, and I got my girlfriend, and I got my mom's best friend, who we have Sunday dinners at least every 2 weeks when I'm off on weekends, and that's a day that we all share off together. This is what we talk about. These plans and how are we going to go about it, and we're all on the same page, and we all want to give this a shot, so we're just going to give it a shot. So if you want to stay subscribed to this channel, thank you. It means a lot to me. If you don't, I won't feel bad, because it's not what you subscribed for in the first place. I'm not sure how frequently these videos are going to come out. I still work part-time, full-time-ish. I still do 45 hours a week, 90 hours every 2 weeks, technically. It's weird. It's a weird schedule I got worked out for towing. But, so my time's kind of limited. I do have a couple of days off here and there in a stretch, which is nice. So I could probably get some projects completed. So, yeah, it should be good. So, if you like what I've been saying, and if you're still here at this point of the video, thank you for watching. Hopefully you stay subscribed, but if not, then it's okay. Make sure to like and comment and hit all those buttons down below, and thank you for being a part of my journey and my family's journey. It's going to be an experience, that's for sure. This could change my life and my family's life, and hopefully I'll never have to look back and say, oh, grass might have been greener on the other side. But if I make my grass green enough, which with regenerative farming I will, I'll never have to worry about what the other side looks like. So, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Doodles.